guys, Heavy Metal 95 here. This is the one and only here on YouTube. So, we got another rock song history video that we got again, because we have never done like this one in quite a while though, because I forgot to do one, but I haven't done like this one before until now. So today we're going to be taking a look at the song. Oh, excuse me. I was a little late. Sorry if I was a little tired, but anyway, so today we're going to be taking a look at the song from the band Kiss. Because I'm wearing this shirt though, because we're going to take a look at their songs, and it's for today's rock song history as well. For today's subject, we're going to talk about the song Naked City, the B-side to the song Talk to Me. And yes, this is the one that is right off of Kiss's album Unmasked. The one, the song was composed and written by Bob Kulick, Gene Simmons, Pepe Castro, and Vinnie Poncia. That was included on here. For those who do not know, the song was written was originally worked as a demo by Gene Simmons, as well as Paul Stanley, Bob Kulick, and Carla DeVito, and Pepe Castro at the Studio 54 studios for all of the years when they worked with the band Kiss, because this was the first credited for Bob Kulick with the band as well. Carla DeVito had a lot to do with a touring vocalist with Meatloaf during the Bad Out of Hell era, which is included with Bob Kulick and Bruce Kulick, because they had the whole idea when Kiss has wrote the song Naked City, because it's one thing that's changed, because this was recorded at the Studio 54 studios. This has devolving in the complex, isolating in an urban experience, using those vivid imageries on those faces to convert the themes and its emotions. Yeah. How these lyrics describing how it takes to the setting of New York City, with its filled with contrast and contradiction, millionaires, and where the millionaires and the lonely individuals coexisted in this. Especially the lyrics like, all the victims have turned to stone. This has the sense of emotional numbness or detachment of people in the city feel. Especially the emotion detachment. The lines like, no one is happy, they're all alone. Yep. So that's for the whole social status and position in search of more genuine characteristics. And it's apparently, though, considered these lyrics how they describe something like this. Because this is set apart in this one as well. Especially on the rejection of these pursuits, on these sentiment ideas, on those whole city materialism and social status, on the whole deeper human connections such as, I'm not looking for love, how the singer's desire beyond the superficial thing. However, the song Naked City throughout has its symbolic representation of the exposed raw nature of urban life. How the idea in the city of people are stripped down to their truer selves, facing on their desires and vulnerabilities, such as the line, street vampires in the night, hinting at those predatory and sometimes dangerous nature of city life, while young lovers at first sight, contrasting the moments of the fleeting of romance and passion. on the whole sentimental lyrical themes of how this describes of how to the whole characteristics in these lyrics as well, and even the ones under age and relationships, like the lyrics mentioned, like older women with younger men, suggesting of these unconventional pairings of how the potential of societal judgment of how this acknowledges the potential for trouble, determined of how it lives their own little destiny, reflecting the idea of people in the city often defy social norms and the whole expectations. However, those lyrics were placed like in the naked city, there are 10 million stories of how these diversity experiencing on the whole coalitions in the urban landscape. And correct me if I'm right though. This how it suggesting of how each person in the city had its own little unique narrative and struggling of how the singer is not seeking pity, but rather more of a recognition of the complexity of how of life, how this goes on in the city. But then again, this has gathered to this. However, the closing lines of the lyrics, like between those lonely individuals and millionaires in New York, highlighting those pervasive loneliness and the pursuit of something of how meaningful amidst of the opus happening in the city, of how the reputation of I'm not looking for love, reinforcing the rejection of shallow desires of yearning on the whole genuine connection. It's just basically to those whole little characteristics that happen in these lyrics of how this captures the multi-faced nature of urban life, portraying the city as a place of both promise and peril, of how these exploring types of themes such as isolation, emotional detachment, and the quest for authenticity, and how this goes on amid in the bustling metropolis of all highlights of the diverse stories and the experiencing that make up to the whole fabric happening in the city. And this has gathered to this as well. And one thing that's changed of how the song like Naked City by Kiss, this was released as the B-side to their song Talk to Me. However, but then again, this was included on their album Unmasked. But then again, because I just wanted to come by on discovering these lyrics and the whole characteristics of the song Naked City by Kiss. Because that's particularly for whenever how these lyrics have the whole characteristic feeling as well. And yes, Anton Fig did play drums on this song Naked City by Kiss when they recorded it. Because, however, the song was collaborated with Vinnie Poncia and Bob Kulick on there. Given the fact of how this has, considering this has that little influence feel of power pop rock kind of song, like Cheap Trick, with a blending of some influence of concerto rock by Oliver Onions kind of way in those days whenever they did the song Naked City for Kiss had a lot for this as well. And one thing that's changed is that this is another one of those songs from Kiss that has not been performed live as if they were appropriately to the preparatory thing as well as it was to their other times, unless if it was to those parents' generations as well, because this has not so hard anymore as well. No wonder why this song has been included on the album Unmasked. However, the song Naked City by Kiss was released as the B-side to their single Talk to Me on the international single, which that sounds very interesting. Which I just wanted to discover this as well. The bass guitar influence had some, like, Sting of the Police kind of feel in that one. For the way of how I want to cover, these topics like these as well. Yep. That's the real main reason Peter Criss never performed on this album, because it was only credited, but it was Anton Fig that played on there. Because that's... However, Ace Frehley did play guitar solo on Naked City, which makes sense though. And all I want to say, I have been wanting to, considering that this song, Naked City, has not been performing live in Kiss's concert tour list as part of the, as if they well, technically this song has never been performed live on the Unmasked tour in the 80s. But it was part of the international single release with Talk to Me and the B-side as well. Sorry if I was a little groggy, but yeah. But then again, this is not so hard. It wasn't easy that this has gotten to the whole thing for the whole curiosity of this is going on, because however the guitar riffs is a lot very inspired by concerto rock by Oliver Onions from their 1979 album Santa Maria, which Kiss had the idea for when they did the song Naked City, which is a type little melodic guitar riff. Like, if you listen to the intro of the song Naked City, because this has always inspired, and I just wanted to come by accordingly. But overall, this song is basically one of my most favorite songs from Kiss, in my opinion, because I know they never performed this song live on the Unmasked tour in the 80s, but this has gone to another level. The drums are good, the guitars are good, the bass is good, very unique and very creative of how they wanted to do this as well, accordingly. So, 10 out of 10 for the song. However, this song was on the album Unmasked. So that's going to be it for my video for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new to the channel. Smack the like button if you enjoy the video. Hit the notifications bell button for more surprises. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. Be sure to check out my rock song history and metal song history. And that's all I have right now. This is Heavy Metal 95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Goodbye for now. Stay tuned for more on rock song history.